Hi, it is Nyota, your adaptability coach and leadership strategist. And we are having our morning walk lessons on adaptability. Here on this walk, we teach you, I teach you, we teach each other in the comments on how to use our hard-earned skills that we've learned already to start our own business, a side hustle, and be more adaptable. You know, today's sponsor, Under Armour walking app. I missed my Sleep Number bed and I left my hat in the house. So when we're talking about being more adaptable, and we're talking about entrepreneurship, you can't help, I can't help but sway the conversation towards money, right? And what's the use of being an entrepreneur if you're not going to be making money, right? Because this is about being able to be adaptable. And we know that if you want to do more, be more, have more, it's an investment. And it's going to take money to be able to show up in your best light. If you know how to show up in your biggest, brightest way for free, well, good on you. But in this world, in this life, it's going to take a little bit of money, right? So what's the point of starting a business if you're not going to be making money? Now, if it's a hobby, then that's something different, right? But if you're talking about being an entrepreneur, a business owner, even a side hustle owner, and I'm not really, when we talk about the difference between someone that has a side hustle and someone that has a business, they're still making money. We're not saying hobby, right? It's not my intent to help you start a new hobby, but to help you start a business or a side hustle. So let's talk about money. Good morning. And the value of money. So let's talk about entrepreneurship first. So for me, there's 3 different types of entrepreneurship that I talk about. There's micro entrepreneurship. And what do I mean when I say micro entrepreneurship? It's something small. It's something, it doesn't take a whole 8 hours of your day. It's something small. It's something that can be, it's repetitive, but it's like on autopilot. It can do it itself. Like, let's say you have some digital products that you made. You set them up on a platform and you sell those, right? And so I say that's micro because that, you know, it doesn't take so much of your time. It doesn't take so much of your mental investment, right? You create that, and it just, you create up a system where it can kind of live by itself. So that's something small. But that can also be something like you rent out your room, you know, once a month as an Airbnb or something like that, right? It's something small. It doesn't take too much of your effort, and you can still have your full-time job, and it just kind of slides in there easily. So then there's part-time for me, and so next it's part-time. And part-time, now that takes a little bit more of your time, but it forces you, and what I like about entrepreneurship, it really forces you to be efficient with your time. And so when there's part-time entrepreneurship, you can still have your full-time job, or you have stepped down to your to a part-time job so you can have a part-time business. And that's taking a little bit more of your mental real estate, a little bit more of your time, a little bit more of your effort. You may be doing some coaching or something like that. You may be detailing cars. You may be doing assessments, but you're only doing that in a small, you know, and I'm saying part-time as far as hours, because you could still be working part-time hours, right? You could still be working 20, you know, I think 30 hours is still considered part-time, which is real close to full-time, okay? But you can still be working part-time hours and making full-time money. So it's not about the money you make. For me, it's about the hours you're spending, okay? And then there's full-time entrepreneurship, and that is replacing your 40-hour job. That is replacing your military service. It is replacing everything. It is your job. It is what you do. Now it's your 9 to 5, and it's going to be using at least 40 hours a week. So those are the differences of entrepreneurship. And those are the vehicles that you would be using to create this money. These are the vehicles you would be using to be more adaptable. These are the vehicles that you would be using to make an impact inside of your household or outside of your household. So we'll just recap about how I look at entrepreneurship, and which one of these do you think would be a best fit for you? Do you think you would love the idea of being a micro entrepreneur where you're creating something, it's small, it doesn't take much of your time to run? Or a part-time entrepreneur, it takes more time, but you know, maybe potentially you can do bigger types of jobs, like you're working in the corporate space, you're doing assessments, or you're helping people update their network systems, you know, or something like that. You're detailing cars, or you're making meals for people because you're an excellent cook. Or is it full-time? How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Or is it full-time entrepreneurship where it replaces your job? And I definitely, when I'm having this conversation about entrepreneurship, I definitely wouldn't jump into replacing your sponsor. I call your sponsor wherever you work right now. You know, I would have your quality of life set, right? You can still live, you can still do all the things, and allow your sponsor, your current job, your current retirement or Social Security, or how you are making money now, allow that to be the funding, the vehicle, the angel investor in which of the entrepreneurial sets that you decide are best for you, right? So is it micro entrepreneurship? Is it part-time entrepreneurship? Or is it full-time entrepreneurship? Let me know. What do you think is the best one for you? I don't know if y'all know this, but I, as of last night, this is exciting, I have started a Facebook group, a 5-day challenge of helping you start your business or side hustle from scratch. So you can join me. I'll put a link in the comments, just links all over the place. Yeah, but if you've been thinking about it, you're not too sure, you're excited about it, you have an idea, let's come together and validate your idea, right? We can do that. We can at least validate what level of entrepreneur, and it's a 5-day challenge and it's free. So join us in the Facebook group. You know, what level of entrepreneurship is good for you? Which one do you like? Like, what's your favorite? Like, what do you feel like it will fit into your life? You know, you have a family, you know, you don't have a family, you're in school full time, you're not in school full time, you got a full-time job, but you still want like you feel like you can use a little bit extra money, right? You want to be able to set up a legacy. You want to be able to set up residual income that you want to use for travel one day when the world opens back up. Or you want to set up money to be able to invest that money in something else. You want to be able to invest in your education and your children's education. You want to be able to invest in other people's businesses. Let's see what we can do about creating you another stream of income. But first, decide, how do you want to show up as an entrepreneur? Which one best suits you? And these are all agile. You can go back and forth. You can go from full-time to micro to part-time to full-time. But you get to decide that, because why? It's your own business and your own side hustle. Okay, let's wrap up. This has been Nyota, the adaptability coach and leadership strategist, helping you to use your hard-earned skills to be more adaptable through entrepreneurship. Good morning. Number 1, full-time entrepreneur. Number 2, part-time entrepreneur. Number 3, micro entrepreneur. Which one are you? Which one are you? All right. This has been Nyota. Have an awesome day and enjoy your walk.